My name is Kevin Dana, and I am the Senior Global Category Manager for mountain bike at Giant. And today we are in Santa Caterina, Italy for the debut of the brand new 2019 Giant Trance 29er. It's a short travel bike with a big travel character, meaning it's a much more capable bike. It's light enough to climb on and ride every day. It's long, low, and slack enough to get into some really gnarly stuff. It'll fit all of the modern 2.5, some brand 2.6s with 30 mil rims. There's a ton of tire clearance. It's got a short rear end, 435 chainstays. It's a 1x compatible bike only. There's no concession for front derailleur whatsoever. It's really kind of that one bike you can grab for how a lot of people ride. The bike you rode today, it's a full advanced carbon front end and rear end. So we've got carbon front triangle, carbon rear triangle, and a carbon upper link with a alloy lower link. All internal cable routing, boost spacing. It's built around 115 millimeters of rear travel and a 130 millimeter fork travel. Maestro has been around for all 7 generations of the Trance. We debuted Maestro actually on our Anthem cross-country race bike way back when, which I think was about 2004, 2005. With the new Trance 29er, we're still utilizing Maestro. What we're doing with this bike is utilizing a metric trunnion mount shock, as we introduced a few years ago on Trance and Anthem platforms. We're using a 165 by 42.5 shock, and again with a highly tuned shock that really allows a great range of small bump sensitivity, mid-stroke support, and then again ending stroke, deep stroke support as well. No major changes to Maestro itself. It's really all about taking Maestro and working with a partner like DVO to optimize what that eye-to-eye is, what that shock stroke is, and what you want to get out of the bike.
So what is the offset that you guys settled on, and how many, I guess, iterations of frame geo and fork crown offsets did you go through?
We settled on a 44, and yeah, when we start building new bikes, new project, we build size runs. So that's small, medium, large, extra large. We build size runs of the bikes, and in the case of Trance 29, we actually started with the 51 offset because at the time that was all that was really available, and nobody was really talking about unique fork offsets at that point when we built the first bikes. And throughout the course of testing, it's something that we kind of came back to, and that was about the time that our fork partner in DVO Suspension, we were having discussions about fork offsets, and so they were able to CNC machine various custom fork crowns for us, which really allowed us to test the subtle nuances of different fork offsets. And so we started with 51, which has been a traditional 29er fork offset. Then we went to a 42, then we went to a 44, and we ended up settling on the 44, and we paired that with a 66.5 degree head angle.
It blew my mind you guys went over 100 tunes in testing before you settled on this final tune.
Yeah. We've actually split the tunes in 2. So
okay.
There's 2 different tunes. The smaller size bikes get 1 tune, and then the larger bikes get a different tune. It's not just a custom decal and volume spacers. We played with oil weights and shim stacks, and that's what you'll find in the differences in those different tunes between the bikes, because different size riders have that different mass, and they've really got different demands for the bike. We're really asking a lot of this bike. We wanted it to be very capable and ride kind of above what its travel indicates, and to do that you really need to make sure that suspension is going to deliver when the bike is pushed to that level. And we feel like we accomplish that by spending so much time to get those tunes right.
I guess consumers who are not going to, spend the $300, I believe,
Yeah.
on the O or the Zero model will be able to still benefit from some custom tuned suspension.
You
on
bet.
the
So you can
M1
get, in the case of the Trance 29, the Advanced Pro 1 is equipped with Fox 34 Performance Elite up front, and then in the rear you've got a DPX2 shock, and again, extensive tuning went into that as well. So you're going to get
Cool.
a really balanced bike there. And then the other bikes have got some Fox inline DPS shocks in them, and they all feel great, and every level of customer, from that customer that's buying one of the full aluminum trances that has an inline Fox DPS on it and a Fox fork on it, they're still going to get a great ride experience.
It was really impressive, to come on a bike and feel pretty comfortable right off the get-go, and everything from super rocky stuff to wide open grassy hills to like some of the steeper, rootier stuff at the bottom. It was definitely noted and felt very comforting at like off the bat,
Yeah, we really set out to build, a mountain bike. The Trance for Giant has always been that consummate mountain bike, and mountain biking is geographically sensitive, and one person's everyday trail ride can be much, much different. Like here where we're at in Italy, can be a lot different from, say, where somebody in Southern California rides, or in the UK, for example. So we set out to build a bike that was super versatile in a wide variety of terrain. We talked about this a bit this morning, but we didn't really have a set target of, well, this is how much travel the bike's going to have and this is what the geometry is going to be. We kind of had a starting point, and we fluctuated until we got to the point where the bike was just ripping fun to ride.